Okay, so I believe we're live.
How do you find that out? Do you have to hit that thing that says watch video?
I don't know, but I think we're live, so I would just be talking to the camera and make sure.
Hi, camera. Are we live?
I think we're live.
Al Moran, are we live? Okay.
Oh yeah, we're live.
Yep, Steve Blaze is live.
Okay, hi. Hey, everybody. Wait, I need to be able to see this.
Yeah, I see two ugly people.
Am I supposed to watch video?
I don't know, but don't worry about it. Just talk to the screen and
Just
we're live. Hey guys, we're live, and as usual, we are having massive technical difficulties at the Love and War show in the Steve Blaze domicile of
blame it on me.
Wonderful internet.
Well, it's not coming up on my
Yes.
phone yet here.
Renee is watching.
It doesn't matter.
No, what we're going to do is we're going to blame it on the people that should be blamed on AT&T, right?
Yeah, let's blame it
Yo,
on
check.
AT&T.
There we are. Okay.
There we go.
AT&T. Hi, everybody. Hey, camera. I would just like to be able to see, but it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, here
No,
we
it
go.
doesn't matter because.
All right, say hi to. We have new glasses each week. Say hello to Jack Skellington.
Oh, those glasses.
These
I thought you meant
glasses.
These glasses.
No, these glasses will enable us to be able to read.
Yeah, well, I don't need to read anything.
But look at this.
Can't read anyways.
Nightmare Before Christmas cup, man. How cool does that get?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be working alongside. Thank you, Mr. Big Al Moran. Let's give it up for Big Al Moran.
I know I somewhere on here I have actual audience clapping. Once we get into it, we'll be able to do that.
All right. So anyway, welcome to Love and War show installation number 3. And look, I'm gonna tell you, we it was all we could do to get this thing rolling for tonight because thanks to AT&T, who just came out to my house a few days ago and put a brand new modem in. It was working fine until last night. So, you know, it's a mess here, but it is. Why are we frozen? Are we frozen?
Well, here we go again.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know if we're. I don't
Are you
think we're
supposed to hit
frozen.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no earthly idea. I'm just going by these. I can see everybody's thing. We got Renee and Andy and Jason. And say hello, everybody, to Big Al Moran. Big Al. Big Al.
Hey, what's up?
One-handed claps for Al. All right, everybody.
Golfer clap.
Al, tell us about your wound. Al has a wound.
Remember last year at the Shreveport show, I got the cup with the spider on it?
Right.
Spider bit. I got
Right.
spider bit again.
Al got bitten by a brown recluse spider,
Don't
right?
expect Al to be jumping around in any Spider-Man leotards or anything, and spinning webs and.
I'm not feeling
No,
very
actually,
powerful.
anything.
I'm more worried about because he has a pirate eye patch, right? But if they cut that leg off, he's gonna have to get one of those stumps, and then he's
Be a
gonna pull
pirate.
it out, and then he's gonna
Stumpy.
You know he is. He's gonna dress up like a pirate. He's gonna show up at all the gigs, and all of a sudden I'm gonna be called. I'm matey now, you know. Hello, mateys. I'm here for the Lillian X show. But we do hope that you get that thing looked at. It looks horrible,
I
Al.
was at the doctor Friday. I'm going back Monday.
He's got making him go back tomorrow.
We will take a screenshot for next time so we can.
Would you all like to
You
see
don't want to see that.
Al's
No.
pus-filled wound?
I don't even want
Because
to
we're
look
gonna
at
have to put his leg up here in between us, and I really don't want.
That would be sexy.
That's really gross. It really is. But
I don't have any dollar bills on me.
stay away from spiders, Al.
All right.
Okay.
All
So,
right.
anyway, moving on. Let's talk about what's going on in the near and the schedule for this week. Todd, what do you have going on? How many days of therapy do you have this week?
Well,
Well,
you hit me with that one. Okay.
I actually have therapy this week
Do you?
for my tennis elbow. Right.
Okay, great.
That's what happens. When you're out on the arm right-handed, so I can't get away with that one. We have this week is going to be a good week. We have Lillian Axe playing live a week from yesterday, which is next Saturday at Bonnie Blair's in Jackson, Mississippi. We just played there with Sledgehammer last week, and it was a hell of a shindig, wasn't it, Al?
A shindig.
It was a shindig.
The
Yeah.
sign says
It's a
BB's
shindig.
live. I just want to
You know what? Al's wound gives a whole new definition to the word shindig. I mean, it's right there.
Right,
It's-
actually.
it's-
Wow. What a coincidence.
Oh Lord!
All right,
So yeah, Lillian will be playing this Saturday night. Bonnie Blair's in Jackson. It's going to be fun. And who's opening? Do we have an opener?
I'm opening.
Yeah, there's an opener.
I
I
know.
can't remember who it
Todd's.
is.
No, you should do like
I'm
an
doing
art
solo
gallery.
act.
You could do an art gallery.
No, I'm
Of
just
all-
going to play my harmonica. for about 20 minutes.
Do you want to play a harmonica for? I got a harmonica. If you want
I
me
am
to
not
get one
blowing
for it.
anything you have.
Oh.
What?
Damn.
Where did
Wow.
that come from?
I tell you, are we that low on material that
We are low on.
stooping to
We don't. Hey,
harmonica
look, we
jokes?
don't have anything in front of us.
No,
man. This is all spur of
we
the
do.
moment.
We have our friends.
Yeah.
That's one thing. So, anyway, all right, you guys out there, let us know that you are tuned in here, and by asking some questions. We did have a lot of questions coming in this week that people were wanting to know our opinions on a lot of what's going on out in the world today. And you try to keep it, stay
Nobody
out of
wants my
politics.
opinion.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
They want to know what you think about my opinions. That's
I have no opinion about your opinion.
So we'd really like to find out the things that you guys are concerned about. This week, I will tell you also on the front of the TV show Ghosts and Guitars that we've had very, very good conversations. Todd, you want to go on it a little bit?
No, go ahead. I'm just I'm trying to mess with this audio. As the audio clipping, y'all, is it pretty bad? How's that? I think that might be better. That might
I'm
be
good.
better. You good? No, not yet. But I'm looking at this. I'm wondering if they're seeing any clipping. Anyways, I think that's better. Yeah, I had a great conversation with a network. As y'all know, we've been pinging back and forth between 3 different places, right? So we got something really promising coming up.
Major cable network is, like I said, we've got 2 of them we've been dealing with. One of them is that much closer to it. And the idea of the show so far is going to be music and paranormal mixed together. So that's all I can really say about it right now. But it looks really good. And if this thing does get greenlit, we will start filming in fall, right?
Yeah.
Right when the weather starts to get around Halloween time, that'll be perfect for the Halloween episode, right? We start to get the cold weather and the and all that other stuff.
You're looking forward to that cold weather.
I like that cold weather.
So guys, audios. I just seen it that it's better, right?
All right, good.
Right. Good. Awesome.
Okay, I'm looking for some comments. We got a bunch of people like Jason, Renee, Rebecca, Kelly, Sonny Kane.
Oh, Sonny Kane.
Wait, is that Brett Kaiser? Brett Kaiser, the lead singer from Madam X, is watching on right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Very
man.
cool. Hey,
Very
what's
cool.
going on, buddy? How are you guys doing the cruise? Have you been announced? If I'm not mistaken, I thought you guys were announced. But they haven't announced Lillian Axe yet. So, any of you guys that are going on the cruise that would like to see us, go bug the tar out of them, man. I mean, that's what it takes. They still have a lot more bands that are going to be announced. But hopefully you guys will, spread the word and get us on there. So, last week we had Dave Young was with us. Dave is
last week.
2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
right?
that was-
last
that
episode.
was a couple
3
weeks
weeks
ago.
ago. Oh, that's right. Last week you had a hangnail and you couldn't make it.
Mhm.
I remember.
Yeah, I've only been, working.
I've got a
straight
leg falling
filming.
off, and I'm
Did you have a little job?
I had a little job.
Tell everybody what you were doing last week.
I was filming R2D2.
He was.
I was actually filming,
The original
the
R2D2.
original R2D2.
hanging out
so,
with Mark
Right.
Hamill.
Yeah. I was
What did he
doing
say
all
to you?
Star Wars.
Did
He
he-
said bleep bloop, bleep bloop bloop bloop, bleep bloop.
Oh my God, he said
And then
that
he
to
said
you?
bloop.
You know what that means, right?
That means.
It says, can you get Steve Blaze autograph for me?
Yeah, that's what he asked. R2D2 asked for Steve Blaze's autograph, and
Yeah.
so I was obliged to sign it myself.
Did you?
Yeah. I'm like,
Left-handed?
Yeah,
So it looked like
left-handed.
mine? Jesus Lord. I'm not seeing. I don't know if this thing is working right because I'm
It's
not.
working. It's working. We're live. Don't worry about
Okay.
Al Moran's phone over there. You just worry about that camera
Oh, okay.
and being all.
No, I'm looking for questions and comments. That's what I'm looking for. So
Oh, okay. I got you. Well,
there we are. We're getting some hearts now. Okay, there we go.
those are for Al Moran.
Thank you.
For Al Moran.
I need all the hearts I
From
can get.
Al Moran.
Before he loses his leg,
Yeah, before the
we
leg
need you
comes
guys.
off, it's-
Yeah.
Just think he'll have to change his name to Eileen. Oh no! Oh, I got Al getting his leg cut off already. Hey, dude, if you do get your leg cut off because of the brown recluse,
Will
you got
sign
this.
it?
Is it the one with the
No,
Lillian
it's
Axe
the other one.
tattoo?
It's
Oh,
the
good.
other one.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
big guy.
Just
Yeah,
make
we're
sure
not losing
that
that.
if you lose a leg, it's not the one with the Lillian Axe tattoo on it. That's horrible.
I'm sitting there worried about the audio, and I'm messing with this crap, and then I hear something about Al's poor leg being cut off.
For those of you
Actually, I have
just
a
tuning
butter
in,
knife.
Al got bitten by a brown
Spoon.
recluse spider. And as you guys know,
Brown what?
recluse spider. Look at all the laughs. Everybody's laughing.
Lovely.
Wow.
That's my friends.
Yeah.
No, it got bitten by a brown recluse spider. And as you guys, those of you who have been bitten by one before, those things, the venom just like burrows a hole down. It's really nasty. I mean, you can put change in there. It's so, it's just, it's really disgusting.
It's
But
okay. It's really red and it's turning black.
you want to show him? Come on,
No,
dude.
I don't want
Show
that. I
him.
do not want that.
If do y'all want to see Al's wound?
No.
No, I don't want to.
How many? I want to see some thumbs up for anybody that wants to see Al's wound.
That's nasty.
Let me see some thumbs up.
I'm not doing that. That's nasty.
You won't do that?
No.
You won't do that
Good
for
for
the
a see.
I have a cut.
I
I have a
respect
cut
Al
on my booty. I'll
Moran's
show them that.
wishes.
They want to see the booty.
Al. They won't. They won't do it for you, Al. But- oh no! That whoa! Oh my Lord! I'm getting all.
What do you
Come on,
say?
Al.
What?
Come over here.
Oh my God! Come on.
All right,
They don't
guys.
really want to see this.
Come on, y'all.
This is
Y'all want to
difficult.
see Al's disgusting brown recluse
Yeah,
light?
This,
All right.
this
How high
sucker
I
has
gotta
to be propped up right next to
Wait.
my head.
Can you lift your leg up here?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Look.
Oh boy.
I'm kind of old. All right, look at the ankle.
Oh, wait a minute.
It begins.
Can you?
Oh wait.
Can y'all see that?
See, it's not as bad.
Oh!
It's not that
God.
terrible. It's just really red and
Can
it's
y'all
starting
see
to get
that?
kind of dark in the
Can
middle.
y'all see that?
It looks
I
better
wish we
now
had
than it did
smoke
earlier.
Oh!
It's pretty
Yeah.
nasty. All right, you've seen
Did they
that.
see that? Did it close up?
I don't
I
know,
don't
but I have
know,
a cut
dude.
on my
I'm not
butt.
looking.
You guys want to see my cut on my butt?
No.
Okay, thank you.
No.
That's all you get.
All right.
Oh man, it
Get
got
some
worse
air
since
freshener.
practice, dude.
I don't know. I don't know
I
about
looked
that, but
over
it's- it was
at
bad.
Al. I mean, we were playing. I don't remember what song, "Waiting in the Dark" or something. And I was looking at Al, and he was like sweating, and his face was
What was
red,
hot in
and his
there?
leg was propped up, and it was like I could see the Grim Reaper over his head, like, yes, any minute
Well,
now.
you know, look at the
he's
bright
going
side.
out.
If I croak, you guys can hunt me.
We could, yes,
Just
Al,
goes
if you do happen to pass away, just make it easy for us to find you on the
Yeah,
show.
I'll make
Okay.
some noise or something.
All right. Well,
I'll cause audio difficulties
That
for
was-
your equipment.
enjoyable.
Hey, don't say we ever do anything for you guys, okay? Every week, Al's gonna have a new gaping wound to
A new
show
gaping
everybody.
wound. And I wouldn't doubt it.
We're gonna have gaping wound.
Gaping wound night. Man, it's a shame we didn't have this show back when you had your gout. That would have
There
been.
you go, yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
Or when you used to be Alicia, and now you got the change over to Al.
Mhm.
Oh, that would have been.
I'm gonna
That would have been
I'm
good
gonna freak them
stuff.
out one day. I'm gonna come in here with like all dark black hair and black beard and all that. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yikes.
Okay, so
Think I've-
gosh,
I've-
where do you go from Al's wound to? I mean, everything else is just like sea material, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So I could have brought
Can we-
your.
can
I
we
could have
move
brought
on?
your-
Yes, let's move on. Okay,
I could have
very
brought
good.
your new guitar straps in and
Yes.
showed them.
We should have shown the new guitar straps.
All right.
Al had some custom guitar straps made for me that look awesome. I'll put them on the guitars for this weekend. So, all right. So, one of the things that we are going to be concentrating on with the show Ghosts and Guitars is haunted musical venues. And Todd and I spent a couple hours last night going through venues that were haunted, and some of them have some pretty amazing stories. If you guys out there know of any venues in your town, anywhere in the United States, that are haunted, musically related, whether it's musical stores, studios, theaters, you name it, let us know, because we could come to a town near you.
Yeah. No. Great.
Good stuff,
Sorry,
man.
I'm like zoning out here. Because you guys do realize our countdown. What's coming up, man? I think we're like
What's that?
what's coming up at 8 o'clock tonight?
8 o'clock? What?
Is
I have no
this-
idea. What?
What day is today? Sunday?
It's Sunday.
It's
Oh,
not-
Game
no,
of
it's
Thrones?
Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Yes, and you know what? I'm caught up.
We're the precursor. Are you really?
I caught up last night all the way to the present. I binge watched Game of Thrones all this week. So,
That one show was too
Did
dark.
winter come?
I don't know, ask her. Oh!
Jeez.
Jesus. Don't talk about my dog, Ruby Winter, like that. God bless it.
Oh, man. See? Who's got the dirty mind?
That's not what I even meant. It just came out like that. No, seriously, we did catch up. The last thing that I got to see was the Night King destroyed. That was one of the coolest kill scenes
You
I've
might have
ever.
just watched it
What
for
if
like
people
5
haven't
billion
watched
people.
this? What if you just gave it away?
What did I say?
What do you mean? What do you?
It's my show. I can give it away if I want.
Anybody seen Endgame?
How did
Because we can
yeah,
give
how
all
did
that away
Avengers
too. If
end?
you
Yeah.
haven't seen
Tell us
Endgame,
that.
well, I can give you the whole scope.
In the
that
end game, some
Spoiler.
stuff happens at the end.
stuff does happen.
It's amazing what goes on in that show.
Anyways.
No, that was a pretty amazing movie. But so yeah, tonight Game of Thrones is tonight. So now you guys, we can discuss. Can we discuss it? If you
Yeah, we
don't,
gotta cut this short so I can go watch it.
if
Yeah.
if you haven't caught up on Game of Thrones, you might as well just cover up your ears right now, because we're going to talk about it.
Are we?
Should we?
I don't know. Winter did
All right,
come.
all right. Do this. Who's your favorite character?
You're gonna laugh. I watch this. I'm terrible with the names. What was the girl that? See, I don't want to give it away.
Just
the little
say
girl.
The little girl.
Area.
Area. The one that
Ariana.
that
Ariana.
Ariana. Not Ariana Grande.
Wait a minute. That's Disney.
Ariana Grande. That's
The girl with the mini face.
teen. Yeah. Arya Stark is her name.
Arya Stark.
Arya.
Yeah. No, she's a little badass, man.
I think it's a show that celebrates being little. If you think about it, right? My favorite
Just a little
character
bit.
is the dwarf guy, the midget guy.
He
He'd
is-
be cool. He is cool.
That is not PC.
He's cool.
What do you call him then?
I don't know.
If you call him short, somebody's going to go, "Oh, you got something against short people." If you call him the guy that's 4'1", oh, you got something against 4'1" people. You can't call anybody anything anymore.
I know. We're in that
Ridiculous.
safe space.
Anyway,
safe zone.
Tyrion is, I think that's his
Tyrion,
name,
that's
right?
his name,
He is
yeah.
my favorite character in the thing. He's witty, smart, and he's just tiny. I mean, what are you gonna say? You kind of want to like pick him up and go, "All right, dude."
And he has more women than anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah, because he pays for them.
Right.
Al, he's got more women than well. You too. If you had a bigger bank account, and you weren't married, you could have a lot of women too, Al.
Dude, this is the un-PC episode.
just
We-
saying
you
some
know
good
we're
stuff.
going down in flames
No, it's
after this.
jokes. It's jokes, and,
I like
and
it.
supposedly, if you're a comedian, you can say what you want about anybody. But if you're not a comedian, you can say the same stuff.
Frank's
about-
this little person. That's what we call him.
Frank.
Little person.
Who's Frank?
Frank is one of our guests on there. Frank Nielsen.
You see, I'm not seeing any of that stuff.
Well, guess what? I am. So
You know,
I
what are
wouldn't
they
worry about
saying?
it.
Are they anything? My shirt looks alright. It's cool.
Your shirt looks.
I got my
like,
peace sign on. Look, all I want is
got
peace,
his,
people.
got your grill in.
I got my grill. Yeah, I
Got
need.
your grill.
I'm having some gold teeth made for the next show. That's all. Give peace a chance, Todd.
I'm giving. Oh gosh. I'm trying to see what kind of shoes he's wearing today, because y'all got to see some of the shoes that this guy wears.
These are kind of normal compared to most.
Jesus. Yeah, they are normal. He's dressed
Look.
very normal.
What's the matter with these shoes?
Well, first off, they smell and they shouldn't
No,
be
they
but that's
don't.
straight up into my
They
face.
smell great, actually.
Yeah. That's the first thing, right?
No. These are the shoes. You know where these shoes came from? Who bought me these shoes?
Oh boy. Don't they say that on Bourbon Street?
Who bought me
Where
these shoes?
come?
Who bought me these shoes?
I don't know.
You did.
Did I?
Yes.
When did I buy you those
Because
shoes?
you gave me a gift card for my birthday, and we went to
Aw,
Dillard's.
There
Was
you
it
go.
Dillard's?
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Oh, okay. See, who's the one with the brains here? Anyway, that's the shoes I'm wearing. I have another one just like it.
Give
Goes
pizza
under the
a
foot.
chance. Speaking of pizza, I'm hungry.
Well, you're out of luck.
Pizza.
There was one piece of cheese pizza left. If you
Oh,
hurry.
and by the way, we had Jude's birthday party today, right, fellas?
Jude's birthday
Jude's
party
birthday
today.
party.
My son turned 10,
That's like
and it was
the most partying I do.
an hour and a half of 2 hours of pizza and bounce house. And Todd
Oh.
was
I was getting.
He was out of it.
But no, I was getting completely killed by those kids.
those.
I have that on video too, by the way. You're getting beat down by
Let's keep
children.
me getting beat down by children.
Yeah, the bounce house was good. That thing, that big sponge thing you jump into and you can't ever get out of it.
How did we get from Game of Thrones to this?
It's all related, man. Think about
Is
it. What if they put Therian in that little thing? He'd sink to the bottom of it.
The un-PC comments are just like...
It's just a question. I'd be in there getting my little brother out. Come on, Therian, get out, get out. I got you.
More un-PC
And what if that
stuff.
big giant guy, that guy, remember he turned bad?
Yeah, I remember.
If he was in there, it would like go up to
Got
his
eye
waist.
poked out.
He did? Oh yeah,
he
that's
did.
right.
That
yeah.
the one Stark girl. Well, she's a Stark girl, right? Little redhead girl.
Yeah.
The little ginger.
She's a
Like it.
There you go.
Un-PC.
I have a friend named Ginger.
I'm sort of ginger.
You're kind of ginger.
Sort of.
He's sort of ginger without freckles.
Ginger snaps.
Kinda look
Without
like
the
Adam
freckles.
Pearce.
You don't have freckles.
Huh?
You have freckles under your
You
beard?
look like Adam Pearce, man.
What?
I look like Adam Pierce. Adam
Yeah,
Pierce
he's
has got
only taller.
money and
He's
sings
taller.
way better than me.
Well, he
Huh?
needs to die.
That's
I
very
can't-
true.
I'm
Right.
not gonna.
Hey, does that...
Al, shut up. You heard my old stuff.
Dude.
My old music.
I like
he's
this stuff.
don't let Todd fool you, man. He actually
like
sings
Todd's
well.
stuff.
He's a good singer, and
Yes,
you
he
never
does.
even let me know that you were a
Yeah.
singer. We've been
I
hanging out.
decided to move
did.
on from the
But
music
His
world.
pictures, I mean, they look just like a Lillian Axe picture from that time.
Oh yeah, God, I see.
I couldn't even recognize you. in the
Once I
picture.
learned this stuff, once I learned this like little software thing we got a little bit better, I
You
will
gonna
be able
sing
to
for
pop.
everybody?
I will be able to pop stuff up on the screen here, pop pictures up, and
No,
and
we are going
whatnot.
to figure out how we can have guests call in and we can see their faces in there.
there should
Right?
be some
That's a way to do
through, through the Facebook software.
We're still learning, folks. Are there any comments or questions coming up? Because
Oh, I got to put my glasses on for
put
that.
your glasses on. Be secure in your.
So,
Yes.
what kind of questions are? Now, see, it just disappeared on me.
You don't have a way to figure that out, huh?
No,
Because
I
it's
don't
not
know
happening
stuff.
on Al's phone. Al has an
Well-
anti-question phone.
Well,
I think. Is there something that?
Let me see.
sorry guys, we just have not gotten our shite together
Look,
here.
you guys know this is all about just
It might have,
Brian Jones wants to be the first guest.
Brian
See,
Jones.
My
wants-
stuff comes up. Yeah, Brian Jones.
there it is, right there.
Who is Brian Jones?
He's a singer for Warrant.
That's
But
all.
the comments aren't coming in.
Well, that was the comments. They come in
Where?
down there.
That's not a
There's
comment.
no
That
more
just
comments?
says somebody's watching.
Oh, that's all. They're not. Nobody's commenting.
Okay.
See, because here was a comment.
Everybody's commenting. I'm seeing it right now.
Okay, well he sees them. don't know
April.
why.
April says that would be neat. See, y'all
Okay.
are just
Okay,
so far
this is-
behind on all this stuff.
Al's phone only reacts
Every
to.
15 minutes, whether it needs.
There
to
you
or
go.
not. Let me see.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
see,
get
it
the
shows
Al
me.
arm out
It's
of
got
the
my
camera
arm.
here.
Yeah, look, it's got all that going on. But it
All
can't.
right.
God, you let the guy put his gaping wound on, and all of a sudden he wants all of his
He
limbs.
wants everything, all of his
I'm
appendages
trying to get my
on the
15
screen.
minutes. I got to get it in quick.
All right, see what
All
you
right.
can, you guys can come up with there. I did have a question. People wanted to know what was the most outrageous or scariest.
Whoa.
What is that?
that's me.
Todd Smith is
Wow,
There you go.
You guys are tripping.
We got
People
a
wanted
bunch
to
of
know.
laughs.
Here we go. This is awesome. Now, okay. Somebody wanted to know what was the most unusual EVP that the Veil ever captured. Now, you guys, I'm sure you all know what an EVP is. It's an electronic voice phenomenon. And what that is a voice that is captured on any of our digital recordings. Okay, so it's something that you cannot hear to the naked ear most of the time. But when you play your recorders back, it's captured the actual audio. So we were at the Woodlands Plantation in Point Lahash, where an 8-year-old boy about 100 years ago died unexpectedly. Then, within a month or two later, his mother, out of grief, drank carbolic acid and committed suicide and died. So it was in the papers. We actually got the clips from the newspaper at the time. It was a really sad situation when you think about it. And we captured several little boys' voices over the few times we were there, but one of them, in a child's voice, said, "Be nice to mom." And it was was really emotional when you hear that, because there's so many things going in your mind. Like, first of all, what to think that a spirit or a soul, as I like to call them, still has an emotional side to it. I mean, you think about it. If that's the spirit or soul of a little boy and he's concerned about his mom, you know, it's very spiritually awakening when you start realizing that there's cognizant thought in a spirit, but also the consideration aspect of it. So that one really kind of it kind of hit home. Anytime we get a child's voice, it's kind of sad, and it opens up a million questions like, does the soul stay at the age when it passed away? You know, what kind of form does it maintain when we pass away?
You know, it's funny because I've always believed, you know, I'm a firm believer in all this stuff, but, you know, I'm going to school for visual effects and knowing all the editing and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
You're like, a lot of stuff can be faked. And sitting there listening to these EVPs, going over the footage that we shot that night, it's my hairs on my arm just stood up. It was the freakiest thing. I mean, and also it was the most amazing thing. And it's how do you convey that to to an audience by doing a show like ours? How do you convey what we're feeling? Because we know what we're seeing is real.
Right.
So how do we get that across to the
Well,
audience?
the tough part about it is, in addition to the actual audio, because when I play these, I have some of them on my phone, and people always want to hear them, and I play them, and it always freaks everybody out, and rightfully so. Before I even got into ghost hunting, that was the initial thing. That was the catalyst that made me want to get into it, is when I started hearing EVPs. Now, that's back before everybody started realizing that it wasn't really that difficult to capture them. So all of a sudden, you've got this influx of interest in digital recording and people going everywhere, right? Anybody can do it. But when I started hearing that, it was just amazing to hear an actual voice and sounds that aren't in this dimension we're sitting in right now coming in. And the fact that there's actually like thought and emotion into it. So it seems to lend itself to the theory of multi-dimensional existence, right?
Right.
So and we had one time when we listened back to it, we started to hear 1930s big band music, like Glenn Miller type stuff. And there was nothing going on whatsoever while we were doing our thing, you know.
Right.
It's actually very, very quiet when we do our investigations. We kind of demand that people, you know, keep things on the down low. We know where everybody's location is. When we're doing an investigation in a certain room, you know, usually we turn all the air conditioning off, any type of fans or any kind of noise out there that we could hear and think, oh, it's chains jingling, you know,
right.
When it's actually somebody's jewelry around their neck. So you hear a lot of things that would probably go by without, you know, really being paid attention to, you know.
And then going back to bringing those EVPs in and editing and everything like that, when you anybody that knows, musicians especially, that see, you know, what wavelengths are. You see the voice, you see the signature going, and seeing that and hearing the voice as well, you know that it's there. You know, this isn't just a little bump or
right.
You're hearing the voice and you're watching.
There's a physicality to it. Yeah, exactly. We had one at Fort Jackson. We went and did an afternoon, just kind of a test, because we're going to do one of our episodes there. Hopefully, this place is a haven for paranormal activity. And within a minute, I captured an EVP of the word "timeless" being whispered. But the amazing part of it is we had a stereo recorder. And I could hear, when you listen back in headphones, you could hear the word "timeless" whispered, traveling like timeless, all the way left to the right. So it's like the spirit was moving while it was saying the word "timeless."
Right.
And just little things like that. It's really amazing. We've got to go back to that place.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm reading some of you guys' comments here.
There's a few smart-ass ones in there.
Yeah, all from Brian Jones. You notice
Brian
that?
Jones, yeah.
Shadow frame. Is
I know. I seen Andy Melner there. He had Eddie Van Halen.
Andy's witty. He's a witty guy. All right, I do have a question here. Let's. Coy Wright. Hey, Coy, what's up, man? He says, who exactly is Blood Raining Down on Her Wings about? That's a song from Sad Day on Planet Earth album. Funny you asked that because I was playing that song for a friend of mine the other day. We went to lunch and he had never heard Sad Day, Planet Earth. He said, play some of that. And I played that song for him. And, you know, when people ask me, what is that song about? I really can't say it's about this. It's like, if you picture Blood Raining Down on Her Wings, the song speaks about a female, a kind of it could be, you know, I don't really put an age on it. It could be like a 12 to 20-year-old girl who was born gifted and misunderstood by everybody, almost like Frankenstein monster, you know, a good soul, in some ways very misunderstood, didn't understand why people didn't understand who he was. But Blood Raining Down on Her Wings is almost like a gifted young girl who is treated poorly by her surroundings, and basically at the end of her life realizes that she just doesn't fit down here. When you read the lyrics, there's so much. If I could go through the lyrics a line at a time, I could give you 2 hours per lyric, but it's really hard to do. But it's about a gifted individual who is misunderstood. And if you look at society the way it is sometimes, and Todd and I talk about this all the time, because we try not to get, if you get political, it gets silly and stupid. It all really just boils down to the human element more than what you believe in. No matter what you believe in and what your thoughts and preferences are, treating other people well, the basis of Christianity is love one another as you would have them love you. That's the end of it. I told my son that the other day. He's like, Dad, what's the difference between this and this? I said, son, that's what makes Christianity unique from all other religious thoughts, is that it's really one of the few, if any, that preach loving one another as you would be loved. It doesn't preach hate and revenge. It doesn't preach you're going to hell and you have no way that you can redeem yourself. Think about it. You know, Jesus died on the cross so that we could all be forgiven. I mean, whether you believe it or not, isn't it a great idea? And wouldn't you rather give a great idea at least the benefit of the doubt? You know, people that come to me and say, how can you be a belief, and how, you know, why does God allow this and that? I don't know. I don't know the answers. But you know what? I would rather be, at the end of my life, I would rather take the chance on being a good human being, which you should anyway, and have an opportunity to go to heaven rather than, hey, you know what? I didn't believe and I was right. You know, you better hope you're right, because if not, it's going to be a long existence for you in the future. So,
I don't care what people believe. I don't care about their religion. I don't care. They should have that basic thought,
Consideration for each other.
Right, exactly.
So back to the song, that's a song about the contingent in society that doesn't have respect for somebody that's unique and different, and drives them to feeling like a misfit. And in this case, sadly enough, taking her own life, which I don't condone, but I always feel like sometimes people can take their own life without actually doing it. They can still be alive and lose all of their desires and happiness in their life.
Yeah, I mean, I just seen somebody make a comment about the world getting too offended. I think it's more social media. You know, I mean, the past couple weeks filming with all these people, I never seen anybody get offended by anybody or any. It's just a social media push, you know.
It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous with the whole PC culture right now that you don't even, you know, it's actually quite ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and the ignorance comes from the double standard more than anything. You know, it's okay for you to call somebody fat, skinny, ugly, gross, stupid, this and that, but don't call him an Eskimo if he's an Eskimo. I mean, like, How ridiculous is that?
It's not like it's more of just a social media BS.
I think it
thing.
is.
I don't think people, in general, the majority of people don't feel that.
I don't.
way.
It's just a push on little small
It's a
contingents
few
of it.
people that have nothing better to do, and they get on social media and blah 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 blah, and
Well, if you notice nowadays, the most important thing it seems like in some people's lives is to be accepted, and they feel like they have to be cutting edge and unique to get attention. But people, I'm here to tell you, you're going to get attention by being you. If you get attention for being phony and fake and doing things so you fit in, it's the most absolute boring and incorrect way for you to be liked. Because you know what? The people that will like you for something that you're being phony about will drop you like that. But the people that care about you and like you for who you are, like Al, for example. We love Al for being Al. Al doesn't pretend to be a ballerina or, although he's got good dance moves.
he's got some great ballerina.
He does have
legs.
some.
Well,
Those
except
pink
for that.
tights.
Yeah, except for that big.
That's why we need his leg to heal. But
Yeah.
my point of the matter is, be yourself, and that's what's the most important thing too. And if people don't like you for who you really are, those are the people. They're the ones that are losing out. And I know it's hard to actually put that into motion, and that trend of thought, especially these days. But otherwise, you wind up having more problems than you realize.
All right, that was deep.
That was deep. Let's talk about something else. Hey, butterfly.
Thoughts with Steve
Yeah.
Lee.
You like my cup? Look at that.
Mhm.
That's Jack Skellington, hand painted. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. Wow.
Nice.
That's a big cup, dude. Let me see. My cup's bigger than your cup. Put it down.
There we go.
Oh,
It's
look
not
at
about
that.
the size.
It's about the color.
The size does not
Yours
matter.
is
It's about
green.
the color.
He's
Yeah.
got a 3D green eggs and ham Dr. Seuss cup. That's pretty cool.
Hey,
I have a lot of really cool cups and glasses and shoes.
This guy collects a lot of shite. You should see what we're seeing right now.
I know. You should see in here, man.
Yeah.
Al, get me a rabbit. No, I'm kidding. We have rabbits and
Rabbits.
chinchillas. Give me a rabbit.
You want him like skinned and ready to eat, or just?
What are those two doing over there?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh my
True
God, no.
story. Let me tell you a
here
true
we go.
story about my rabbits. I got these two rabbits in here, Oreo and Thumper, and we haven't been able to figure out what they are, boy or girl, and they're hard to figure out until they get older, and you have to actually have somebody test them. So I was told. Until
Right.
the other day, Oreo was it was like a rodeo. Like Oreo was on the back of Thumper, and they were running around in a circle
Isn't that
inside the
Oreo?
cage like that. And so I figured out. Well, at least I know what one of them is. I don't know if the other one is a boy or a
Right.
girl. I didn't let him get that far. But Oreo's a boy.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm serious. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Play some Tom Jones and let him have some champagne, and then you figure out who's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! All right, April says her best friend's spirit came through my cell phone. She was murdered at the age of 45. Oh my Lord!
Jeez.
Were you able to? Was it a message? Were you able to? Do you still have that message recorded? I'd like to know that, because I've heard a lot of people claim that, that they get messages and phone calls on their phones from what they feel are disembodied voices. I've heard that story before. It makes it only makes sense.
Never happens to me. I just get Oriental people calling me
Yeah,
from overseas.
Al gets hello,
All right, the PC stuff. Here we go again. All right. Well.
Mr. Al.
Anyways, so what
You're late on your phone bill. Okay, go
what
ahead.
was your first paranormal experience? What was
That was when I was a kid.
right?
And the weird part about it is I remember it, basically, but I don't. I was told about it from my parents and my grandparents. As I got older, I had a little sister when I was 4 that passed away. She was about 10 months old when she died. And they said that I saw angels floating around her crib. Around that same time frame, my grandmother said that we were having dinner at her house, the whole family, and I started freaking out because somebody came into the room that nobody saw, and I kept saying, "Make the bad man go away," and losing my mind, basically. So they all started praying, and then it finally went away. and other things like that they said that I see things and sense things that nobody else did. But they're kind of in my mind, but kind of. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Was that a voice?
It's,
Somebody pounding on the door?
Going to be knocking at my door.
Who is that? Is
Go
that
away.
Jude?
Who's that?
All right.
It's the ghost.
So
it's a spirit.
anyways,
So anyway, that was my early. What about you? You had a.
Yeah, no, God, man, I'm not even going to get into the whole thing. It's not something I really want to get into, but my mother passed away a year after Katrina, and yeah, I mean, I see my mom, and I talk to her, and I don't want to get into the whole thing, but I mean,
That one
it's
story you told me about her on the steps, that was insane, man.
yeah,
But
that's
that had to
the
make you
actual
feel
stuff.
good, though. I mean, it had to at least give you hope, right?
Oh,
I mean,
oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things. You're not going to tell me anything different, and I don't want to hear, it was a dream and blah blah.
Right,
blah. Whatever,
right.
man. You're not going to tell me
no.
anything.
That's one thing as a paranormal investigator, I think should be the first credo, is that you are not smart enough to know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And that's one of the thing about my team, that nobody pretends that we know anything. What we do know is how to gain data, and I think that a lot of the reasons why we get so many pieces of evidence is that the souls that we're trying to communicate with sense that we are genuine and realistic in what we're looking for, and not in there to, did you hear that? Oh my God, can you make yourself known and stuff like that. We talk to them like I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, Robin, our friend Robin, just said, her mom just passed recently too. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing, but the thing that makes it better is knowing or believing that there's something else out there, and that you're going somewhere, that they're there. I mean, there's a big sense of peace with that.
That's and basically that's actually what got me started into doing that, and that's what the premise of our show is, to give people hope for that.
right.
While we're talking about, unfortunately, people passing, I do want to say that I just found out that a friend and longtime fan of Lillian Axe's just passed away a week ago. Elizabeth Lowenberg was her name, and I had no earthly idea. Yeah, you know her from.
Yeah, I know Elizabeth, and I had no idea.
She
So I've
just
been gone for
passed,
a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Really. Oh, yeah.
she passed away. I'm
Oh,
not
my
exactly sure. I don't know. I'd like to know, but for any of you guys that knew her, or she does have a. I think there's a GoFundMe thing for her to help
There is on
their
Facebook.
expenses. Go to Facebook, Elizabeth Lowenberg.
We'll
She-
post something.
Yeah,
later
we've been
after.
all knowing her and see her at shows for a long time, and I don't know what happened, but give your prayers up and thoughts for her.
God, that's sad.
that is
I had
sad,
no
huh?
idea. Yeah.
Looking around here, you're right. Like Flint says here, the media wants to divide us. The sad part, and it comes back to respect again, is everybody's got a motive. Everybody's got a motive. You've got the media. If you think it's not connected with other things, and why some things are shown and some aren't, it is all connected.
It's
So you know what you do to fight that? Be smarter than them.
Right.
Find truth. Look around. You can tell who's lying and who's not lying. And you know what? Pretty much everybody's lying, but some people are lying less than others.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at some of the media. It's bought and paid for. I mean, I know, being in the industry I'm in, you buy your airtime.
Yeah.
For commercials and stuff like that. It's the same thing with unfortunately, who do you believe?
Yep.
What news stories do you believe? What network? I mean, it's us against them kind of thing.
I've
sad.
got a friend real quick that made something for us, and I'm going to try to find it while you continue talking.
It's
No,
on the
Lord,
show.
don't leave
I think
me.
it's
Don't
on-
leave
You
me here
were
alone on
talking good, talking great.
So,
Keep going.
I know where
Yeah. Anyways,
So,
we'll
you know
let
what it is?
Al get it.
Okay,
Al
Al's
get it.
gonna get it.
Al.
That's what
Good,
I-
good.
that's what I
Don't
think
leave me
it
on the
is.
Yes.
camera alone.
I think it is, and I don't want to, because here it is. Look at this, guys. Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's great. Here, hold
Mike,
on, I'm gonna-
this is it, right? I want to make sure I got the right one because.
You don't yell into the mic. It's clipping. But yeah, I got it. Yeah, on there. Great job.
All right, cool. Yep, that's it. All right, this is, you see this, guys? This is, Mike Callaghan made this. It is etched in marble. This thing right now, if I hit Todd in the mouth with it, it would like knock all of his teeth out. I mean, that's how heavy duty it is. Look at that. It's a Circle of Light from the album
amazing.
Circle of Light.
Great.
And you know what? Thank you, Al. You know what's cool? We added the song Circle of Light.
Thanks, Al.
We added the song into the Lillian Axe set. So we played the song Circle of Light in memory of Johnny Vines in the show now. And it sounded great today since Brian finally learned the lyrics.
Oh!
Leave
Leave that poor man alone.
No, because he just said something on here. He goes, how come y'all don't love me? We do love
Brian,
you.
we love
You
you.
just said something about you right there. It was all good.
Brian and I had a great time. We were in Haiti. We were walking around in Haiti. God, it's amazing footage. Yeah, some fun times, man.
In Haiti?
Yeah, and the monster.
Oh, and the good
Rockford.
side of it. Right, right.
Oh, jeez.
Did
Coy
you guys-
Wright
did you
said
guys
his
go to the
rabbit
website?
had tentacles. Oh, not tentacles. I'm sorry.
Brian said it.
Testicles.
Oh, he had a boy rat. How did you even know that? Because I was looking for my rabbits and I couldn't find them. They must be really
Back
small.
up from the mic a little bit.
Okay,
Just a little
thank you.
Flipping.
All right. Hey, Robin, how are you? Robin says that her mom
Yeah, I just
speaks
said
to her
that.
now, but I didn't know that she's here, and that's
That's a good thing,
yes, it is.
Robin.
Absolutely.
That's a really good thing.
I'm just going through here. Frank Nielsen said his father
Yeah,
and would have been his 85th birthday. Wow.
I went to school with Frank.
Oh, you know Frank's a
Oh,
buddy
yeah,
of yours?
yeah.
Okay, very
A
cool.
friend of mine.
Okay, and Andy says that Elizabeth had a seizure, so let's keep.
I knew that. I wasn't sure. If
Jeez, and Robin says hi.
Hey, Robin, what's going on, Robin?
Robin.
We have a T-shirt that says "Our leaders divide us." You know what? Let's talk about that real quick. Some leaders divide us. There are a lot of leaders out there that are trying to undo what other leaders have done in the past. There are leaders that we've had in the past that had the keys to the kingdom and could have totally united this country if they had really wanted to do that. They had the total ability, and they didn't. You know who's going to unite us? Will unite us. We don't need a leader. We need a leader to perpetuate the thought and to keep moving forward and keep the good ideas out there. But you know what? I'll tell you how you unite us. You act cool to people when you go out there. You act friendly. You open the door for them. You say hello. You smile at them. I tell my son that every day. You see a lady open the door, you go open the door for her. She says thank you, you better say you're welcome. Somebody opens the door for you, you say thank you. That's how you unite us. And I don't care if they're black, red, green, purple, 4'2", 8'6", 500 pounds, 150 pounds. You're nice to everybody. End of the story.
Yeah.
If we start doing that, we're going to see a lot
I
of
got to tell you,
things.
the past couple weeks, the show I was working on, it was really inspirational. These kids, there's good thousands and thousands of geniuses. These kids, and it was amazing to see it. It's like you're seeing a whole different life. Say you get on Facebook or any of those other social media things, and it's, oh God, you don't even want to read half the stories. But when you see something like what I've seen, it was amazing. These kids were great.
Yeah, because kids are, most of the time, they're not,
biased.
Well, like,
ruined by bad thought.
Well, like what I was saying was, it's you're not seeing the full story on social media.
Right. No,
you're
you're
not, or the media in general. I mean, it's what they want you to.
Another point too, really infuriates me to see college kids and high school kids being taught hatefulness, and
There's
I mean
a lot of
it's
hate
it's
being
it's horrible.
thrown around.
You know, let me tell you something, and this is nothing against you kids out there, because I'll tell you the same thing about me. You really don't come into your own as far as true ability to understand most of the things in life until you hit 25, 26, 30 years old. You just don't. And the reason being is because that's about the time that you start to have a family, a mortgage, a job, paying taxes. It's easy for a 16-year-old kid to say, everybody should get free tuition. because you're not thinking about the fact that there is no free tuition. None of these teachers should or will work for free. Who's going to pay them? Who's going to pay for your books and the rent and the air conditioning and the things for better education? There is nothing for free. And if you think like that, and the politicians that go out there and put these thoughts in kids' heads that college should be free for everybody. No, it should be affordable for everybody. And there's ways to do that. But to say that I'm going to give all kids free college it's a travesty, because all you're doing is trying to get kids to be on your side. That's like, hey man, look, if I give you some candy, will you come over here and listen to what I say? That's the sad part. So that's why parents have a whole heck of a lot more responsibility than they realize, because they have to be able to not only teach their kids, they got to teach them to differentiate. So when you're older, then you start to realizing so many people right now, so many young people are being bombarded with this hateful rhetoric out there. And guys, all I can tell you is start young at making your own decisions and listen to everybody around you and go with what makes sense to you. Because by the time you're 25 or 26, the things that you thought at 16, 17, 18 years old are going to completely flip around. They really are. Once you start seeing the world, and that has nothing to do. That's why that's called growing up.
I'll say that we're not paying teachers enough.
We're not.
They do
Not at
not
all.
get paid enough, and this is a society where we're hundreds of millions of dollars, and no offense to athletes. I mean, these guys are doing stuff that I could never do, but I think that
They couldn't teach either.
Yeah, and I think that the teachers need to be getting paid way
I agree.
more money, and that's where you go back to the whole school free thing. You got to compensate these guys for doing what they do well.
What you
Or
can
they
do is
should be
make it
doing well.
affordable
You should make
for
it
those
affordable,
that
right?
there are a lot of kids that can't afford to go to these schools that want to go to schools. Make it affordable. That's why we have scholarships and things like that. And there's no way that everybody can get free tuition to go to college. So
Not without taxing the living crap out of everybody, but
So let's stop wasting money on spending $10 million on figuring out the mating habits of the Argentinian tsetse fly or whatever, and stop wasting money and start allocating money where it's important. Because education is one of the most important things that we could possibly do. But I'm going to tell you something else for you parents out there. Education is not just in the schools. It's at your home too. Because when you teach your kid to be good at home, and you teach your kid to respect the teachers, and you teach kids, let me tell you something, man. When I was a kid, my teacher could have been dead wrong, and if I got in trouble at school, it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you got parents that are like, oh, well, my son doesn't want to do his homework. He identifies with somebody that doesn't like homework. Right, right.
Too much safe space. Too much safe space, man.
I don't have any safe space. Are you kidding me?
Steve's got a safe space.
Where?
I don't know.
The only safe space I have really is just in the bathroom when I'm taking a shower. That's about it.
Oh, I heard that come out, and I was waiting.
No, shower.
Taking a what?
No, that's Jude.
Yeah. I walked in on that boy the other day. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
wait.
My
Everybody
son.
just walked in
My
on
son's like an 80-year-old man. But the thing is, though, when he goes to the bathroom, he's got a whole setup, like his laptop and everything there. So he's just in there for a little while. That's his safe
That
space.
kid don't get embarrassed at all, man.
No,
I was
yeah,
like,
okay.
when I was a kid, I'm like, I don't poop. I don't poop.
He's like, come on in here, Dad.
Yeah, come on in.
Check this video out.
Everybody, come on
It's
in.
terrible. Stop talking about my kid like that.
The kid's great. Love you.
Yeah, Andy says we have homeless vets sleeping on the streets. You're right. I mean, look, and you go back to like San Francisco, for example. What a beautiful city it was. And they are not taking care of those people there. Well, let's spend tons of money on people to come into our country illegally. Illegally, you know the word? Illegally. So don't flip it around on me, liberals. But seriously, when somebody comes into the
How
country
did we get into this? So, anyways, Game of
illegally,
Thrones.
but that you have our own citizens in the streets, sleeping in cardboard boxes and taking drugs, and let's get our priorities right, people.
Yeah.
What do you think? Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. I didn't think we were going that direction.
We're not.
I hear
Let's
ya.
talk about Adulting is difficult. You're right, Robin. It is
Hey,
difficult.
I got in trouble last week at a sledgehammer show for building a wall
Al.
around Danny Keeney.
Oh yeah, that's right. Watch out, y'all. Al's on. All right, there's John Day. John, what's up? Good to hear from you. Steve, just want you to know that your music has been getting me through some difficult times lately. Thank you, brother. Well, I appreciate it, John, and I'm glad it's inspirational. But you know what, brother? Who's getting you through the bad times? You're getting yourself through the bad times. You can do this. I know you can. And let's see. Jason Evans, we don't hide on our bus. We're out with the fans, and we want to be out there for them. Yep, he's talking about musicians, especially on some of these big festivals. You know what I'm saying? Like we did that one in Rocklanta a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And some of the bands are out there everywhere, and some of them was like they didn't even want to come out of their dressing room. You know?
We were walking around at the holiday thing in Dallas, the one in Tulsa.
Oh yeah,
stuff, you know?
we'll always do that, people. I tell you that. Angie Dennison Jones says we taught our boys manners and how to treat women from toddlers. That's good,
Yeah.
and that is true too. Let me tell you something, guys. The respect men should have for women goes both ways. I don't know about 500 women just went, "Oh, you didn't?" Yeah, I did. It goes both ways, guys. You know, but it all goes down to people's their heart and their soul. If you respect people, you know, then you respect everybody. Guys, hold the doors open for ladies. Be respectful for them. Treat them nicely. You know, those little things. I learned that. It's the little things that mean a lot. Women, you got to understand, we are a different creature, man. We like different types of things than what you guys need. But that's the beauty of relationships, is get to know them, and you get to know what is it about the person that you care about that makes them happy, right, at the end of the day. And that being said, it goes both ways. And I really have an issue with people taking little tiny things out of context. You know what I'm saying?
You have trouble with the entire internet?
Yeah, pretty much everything.
That's
on
what it is. The
Al
entire
and I
internet,
would come back from
entire,
practice, and I'm like,
social media.
and Al's talking to me, and I'm like, God. And then
Again, yeah.
I
You
just-
look,
it's like-
man. I don't think that's everybody. We're
I know.
looking at the Facebook
I agree with you.
and all those little things, and then you get yourself just start posting stuff about cats. Cats. Just post cats.
That's awesome. What about rabbits? Come on, look how cute they are.
Yeah, they're
And if you
cute.
do
Next
that-
week we'll let the rabbits run around on a
The
table.
rabbits will run the show. How's that?
Rabbits will run the show. The Love and Rabbit Show.
The Love and Rabbit Show, exactly.
But no, seriously though, it goes both ways. And look, if somebody does something disrespectful for you, look, how many times in my life, just being a musician, have I been touched, groped, fondled, whatever you want to do? Do you think I would really want to ruin somebody's life over that?
I'm laughing
what
about
reason?
that. You're exactly
It's so
right.
stupid.
I did my days in the music
I mean,
industry,
and
being
look,
on stage
ladies,
and getting
if a guy comes
groped.
up to you and he goes, "Hey, good looking," and he's drunk or something, get away from him. Walk away from him. Move. Don't oh my God, you hurt
That
my.
happens to me when I'm in bars.
No.
I mean,
It's happened to me so many times as a musician. Look, you can look like a frog, and girls are going to do that. But it goes vice versa, because men are like that too. But really, the difference between somebody doing something really bad and, against the law, so to speak, or a guy hitting on you, you laugh it off and you get away from him. If he follows you, that's a different story.
that's what happened growing up in the era we grew up in.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean,
It
you
was
just
like,
you slap the guy in the face and you walked up. You don't wait till 40 years later and go, "I remember when this guy, he grabbed my butt." Oh, well,
I'm gonna grab your
you
butt
should have
right
done
now.
something
How's
about it
that?
back then. Oh, y'all, Al just grabbed my butt. I mean, Todd just grabbed my butt.
Miss-
Al.
being
Al
accused
did it.
falsely.
Al did it. See,
Al did it.
we're gonna blame Al.
I'm constantly
Al.
being accused falsely.
Call my attorney, Al.
Oh
Oh, no! Oh!
He's poking
Todd's
him.
touching me! Oh!
Poking him.
Oh, no!
Like he's trying to make a muscle too. He's got
I'm trying to make a muscle. I don't have to try, buddy.
those pythons.
That's right.
Jeez.
Do y'all agree with me out there? Let me know. I need to know if you think
Did
I'm
your
full
numbers
of...
drop to 0? Or did they come up?
All right. Musicians' lives matter.
Exactly.
Yes, they do, Frank. It's not
Hey.
what someone does to you; it's how you handle it. Very good. And that's one thing that I'm working on. I will admit. Let's say like this is our little therapy session here. I'm working on reacting less emotionally, and if I am going to react emotionally, I get out of the room for a few minutes.
You know, again, I just go back to the same thing with the social media, man. I mean, we're all like that, no matter what you think, and then we're entitled to our own opinions. But geez, I know how many times you skim through something, and go get all mad, and that's because, you know, one website says something different than the other.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Now, some of it's gotten so stupid. Oh, here's Joey from San Diego. He has a cat emoji, so he's got to be cool.
there you go.
What's happening? Frank Nielsen, he's a friend of yours, right?
Yeah.
He says you never heard of Lillian Axe before. Is that how you are? Your friends, you don't tell them about?
Frank, we need to talk, dude.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I thought me and Todd were buddies.
Come on, Frank. You know, back in the day when I was playing and
Travis
Hello.
says, KISS method. Men are keep it simple, stupid. There you go. Okay, that actual text is proof of what he said.
Yeah.
We're simply stupid, aren't we, Travis? Yes. People are so touchy these today. I agree. I mean, because I'm like a hug guy. When I see my boys, man, hug. I like, and like nowadays I feel.
You know, there's a lawsuit coming from that last time. You hugged.
I hugged you.
You
Yeah.
don't hug by grabbing the
Oh,
buttocks.
yeah, right.
That's not how you. That's not how you hug.
Todd, I'm sorry, bro, but you have no buttocks.
That's
You're like, we're the buttless guys.
Yeah, I don't have a butt.
I
It's
don't-
very true.
I don't either. All I have is belly.
That's true.
I gotta figure out a way.
So
to
if we
lose
can
that
just take your
someday.
body and twist it around like that, you'd be
I'd
perfect.
actually look human. What the hell happened?
Oh, you guys are crazy. Well, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate the compliment. Andy Malnar, thanks for being a great. Oh, April says thanks for being a great role model. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I have a question from Robin. What do you think happens when someone dies if you can hear them or see them still? Once again, just my opinion. I really feel that we're a spiritual entity in a physical body. I think that, if you think about the physicality of speaking or relating to somebody else, it is what it is. I don't think that this is the only body we're ever going to get. If you think about it, we're a soul. We're a soul inside this body, but God created these bodies for us. So why couldn't we? Why couldn't He recreate them for us as we move on? I don't know. I really don't know. But I definitely believe in the soul as an entity that never will die and keeps going on. If you think about it, sometimes you ever have those thoughts when you lay in bed at night and you think so hard on something that smoke starts coming out of your ears and it just freaks you out, and you have to all of a sudden get up and go watch SpongeBob because it hurts too bad to get deep. Think about it. When I was a kid, I would think about the fact that I was taught that God never had a beginning and never had an end. I could get the never had an end, but I couldn't fathom the never had a beginning part, and it would drive me so crazy that I would have to I'd get upset when I was a little kid. So the best way to look at it, Robin, I think, is that we are smart enough to know that we're not smart enough to know. We don't understand. I think one day when we move on, things will be clearer. And if not, part of the journey, maybe things get clearer every part of the journey that we have. So,
Yeah. Very
so
true.
Frank says Civil War is coming.
I've seen that movie, Captain America.
When-
Civil War.
Where
I think Civil
where are
War's
the
coming.
Avengers?
I
All right,
I
let me
think
ask
that,
this.
Again, I think that's all.
Robin says she
social
agrees.
media.
Let me ask you this, guys. Avengers versus DC. Who would win?
No, that's Marvel versus DC.
Marvel versus.
Marvel.
I'd say Marvel. I'm a
Marvel?
guy,
I'm a
yeah.
Marvel fan.
You think they'd beat? All right, DC is Spider-Man, right?
DC,
No.
no, that's
Marvel.
Marvel.
Not Spider-Man. Batman, Superman,
Batman, Superman,
Aquaman.
Green Lantern,
Green Lantern. Who else?
Hawkman,
Hawkman.
Hawkgirl. They got
Did you say Wonder
they
Woman?
got a bunch of them.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, with probably kick all their asses. But
Who do you think could win between?
it's Marvel hands down, dude.
Marvel's got
Marvel kicked the
more awesome
living
than-
tar out
You
of
think
them.
so?
Oh yeah.
Well,
I don't know about that.
I do.
Before the snap.
I have no earthly idea.
Hey, are we not cutting into the Game of Thrones time?
We probably are.
I'm
So
about.
yeah, it's time for us to
Mine's
cut
on
loose.
record, so I don't.
Yeah. Besides that, we're going into my data plan here. So, and by the way, if anybody wants to put money in to pay my bill this month, since
We are
our-
going to start doing
Our
advertising.
interwebs
Right.
does not work here in the
We are going to
Stephen
start.
Blaze domicile.
We're going to start doing some advertisement, right? If you want to advertise your product on here, and
Pay us some money.
give us some money, and we'll talk about anything
Maybe
you
we can
want.
pay my phone bill.
We can pay
Something like
Todd's
that. Pay
phone.
Todd's phone bill.
So
anyways.
anyway, it's been a lot of fun, guys. We appreciate, sharing the show with everybody. Week by week, we're getting better and better. We're gonna start having some special guests coming on too, and
we have Cher coming on.
share.
Cher and
I don't know. She's kind of ugly. I don't say ugly. She's mean spirited. Did you notice that? She's kind of mean spirited.
She's just,
If she come on here and talk, and don't
I
get
think she'd
political
be
with
cool.
me, just come on here and sing. I got you, babe. That would be cool. I'll be Sonny.
You're gonna be Sonny Bono. You got the Sonny Bono look down.
No, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing
you
like
do.
that, dude.
Yeah, you
No.
Watch out for that tree.
Oh, you heard that?
jeez.
Watch out for that tree. That was Al.
This is a bad episode, y'all.
Jesus Lord.
Mhm.
But anyway, if she would come on here and just shut up and sing
Yeah.
and be nice, we'll
Yeah.
we'll have her on.
Something like that. Oh wait, so next week you're gonna be out of town, right?
Robin wants to know what's the cost for a sponsorship. Oh, I thought she was going to say
We're gonna show
censorship.
Saturday.
I don't know.
Ask her to slap you like in Moonstruck. No.
We should. Do we have a pricing chart here? I don't know.
It's actually being printed up as we speak.
Okay.
So next Saturday night, guys, Jackson, Mississippi, Bonnie Blair's. Please come out, see Lillian Axe. And then Sledgehammer, keep an eye out on what we've got some shows in June coming up. Sledgehammer.
Well, that's another thing we could start advertising
June
a lot of
30th, the
our
Hurricanes,
bands,
I
our
think.
friends'
Yeah.
bands and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we'll
You
start-
know, I know Nashville South's playing at House
That's
of
right.
Blues. It's
What's
a
the
big
date
show.
on that?
Geez, the 24th, I think. Anyways, big show for them.
That's good. And now, look, I'm not a country. I like country and stuff, and some of it, and I like old stuff. But these guys are great at it.
Yeah, they're really
Uh-huh.
good.
The drummer is awesome.
The drummer is rocking.
Very cool.
So-
Who else? What else we got? Al's one man puppet show. Right?
There you go.
Is that?
Wait, which one's
It's
the
no
dummy?
one man. I mean one-legged puppet show.
Oh,
Oh no!
Ooh.
You know I'm gonna feel really bad if something happens to your leg, Al. It's like, well, there'll be a lot of jokes, but no, Al, go to the doctor tomorrow, man. Get that
Hurricanes,
down.
June 29th.
All right,
Sledgehammer.
Hurricanes for Sledgehammer, June 29th. I also found out that in November we have a show for Lillian Axe at a place called Swamp Chicken
Right by my house.
in Gonzales.
It's like on the same road.
That's crazy. And then we have the Rockin' Bowl in September for Lillian Axe, and then Rockin' Bowl in Lafayette, and a bunch of stuff here. So looking forward to it, guys.
We need
I don't want to miss anything. GoFundMe for Todd's phone bill.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Frank, go buy all the Lillian Axe albums, and we'll send the proceeds.
Cut me a check.
And you get some music. There you go.
That deal for Elizabeth is also on my page.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll-
good.
we'll-
We'll share.
Steve-
Elizabeth
Steve's gonna
Lowenberg.
share that on
We'll
his
share it,
page.
yeah.
Go to
He's
Al
gonna share
Moran's page too as well, and
that.
he's
Yeah,
got a
I'll
link
share
to
it
help
as well.
with Elizabeth's the expenses
Expenses for the funeral.
for the funeral,
Yeah.
etc.
I think they were like 1,500. They need $3,000. So
So Lisa says, "Who is this guy you're with?" This is Todd Schmidt.
Oh, Al Moran?
Well, we don't know Al Moran, but Todd Schmidt. Todd is actually one of the producers on the Ghost and Guitar show with me. He is, oh God, I'm gonna just
He's
make
the
you
guy.
shy. He's video editor extraordinaire, photographer extraordinaire. I can't say enough good things about him.
Well, thank you so much.
I can't say anything good about. I mean, enough good things.
You know his other hand's under there. He just
Yeah.
squeezed my buttocks. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Thank you, buddy.
Nah.
All right.
We,
I like that, man. My head's just
Give me
getting-
5, bro. All right.
All right.
All
my
right.
my head's
Touch
just
me.
like. All
Must
right.
be that pizza.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that's about it, guys. We're gonna roll. Let's go watch some
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
Robin says Todd is the awesome producer with everyone wants to work with, genius shooter, and producer.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. That was really nice of you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but you didn't see she just PayPal'd me $25.
you just PayPal'd her $25
Yeah,
to say that. Didn't
That's
you?
what I meant. So anyway, thank you on behalf of myself,
guys.
Todd, and Big Al Moran. We will see you guys in Jackson at the Lillian Show, and we'll be off next week. And in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, we'll be back here. Yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
And with a special guest. We'll let you know about it. So share this show. Let us
Share
know
on the
what you
show.
want to talk. Yeah, we're going to share on the show. No,
Okay.
share the show, and we appreciate you guys. Much
Guys.
love. Take care.
Thank you much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.